Hi guys, it's rachhrl and FFA Friday returns this week and flashing back to a good long while to COD 4. I say it's a flashback when today is actually the first time I've ever actually played this game, and I said actually far too many times in that sentence, but who cares? And man alive, it was a nice refresher to actually play a game with a bit of simplicity. Not that I'm against futuristic aspects, etc. And yes, I am still on the hype train for Advanced Warfare. But no kidding, I actually had fun playing this game, and it was unusual to actually think that I was playing along and I was having a good time and not getting annoyed at it. I was just having fun, and it was weird because I wasn't playing in a party or anything, I was just playing solo on free-for-all, and it was strange to actually have fun. And I even jumped on the bandwagon of the I am clearly a pro sniper game for all you Xbox users. I had a few cheeky games with a sniper and I had a good few shots, and if I could be bothered I'd probably not upload them because I am really bad at sniping. But any hoodles poodles, I would like to apologise for not uploading anything from the No Swear Challenge from last week, and I was otherwise preoccupied with being robbed. Nope, you heard me correctly, I got robbed. The story behind it it's no story. I was at work at like any other Thursday for my usual 4:10 shift where I work every Thursday night, and I was doing it all normal as I do every Thursday night, and I got to the point where I thought, you know what, after I finish this shift I'm going to do FFA Friday tomorrow, and it obviously never happened because I was otherwise distracted with things like being at a police station giving a statement when I was still in shock of what had actually happened. And what happened was I was mopping the floor like I do every night shift, and I heard the door open, and I didn't even look up because I was just one fun. I heard them say something, and I looked up after I thought I'd heard what they said, which I thought was something about getting something out my till. I looked up and I saw a guy who was stood just covered in head to toe, and the best way to describe it, what he looked like, was all last week. The example was I was reading the paper, and a lot of the James Foley, etc., the beheading of the jihadists, I don't think that's how that's pronounced, so don't shout at me or whatever, but he looked like that, and it freaked me out because I'd been reading like the papers all night about the beheading and whatever, and to see that in front of you, and I thought, so I couldn't see his face, I could only see his eyes, and then he walked towards me, and I thought at this point he was going to pull his scarf down or whatever it was and go, I'm only joking, don't worry. And because some people do like joke I say, oh, give me, well, not joking, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it was just I just thought he was gonna I thought he was taking the mick, to be honest. I thought he was having a laugh with me, but obviously he wasn't. And then as he walked towards me, that's when I noticed he had a knife, and I was like, oh shit. And I obviously panicked at this point and ran off, and then he gave him the money, rang the police, etc., although I'd pressed the panic button, and was in custody, I think it's called. I don't custody. I was in giving my statement till midnight. Like, they were like, oh well, we need to take your thing while it's still fresh in your memory, this statement, and I was there for like 2 hours because she was being really detailed about like the scenery and stuff, and I have to give it to him. I'm impressed with how the police actually worked, because it's not even been it's been a week today that when I'm recording this, so I'm just recording it the day before this goes out, and they've called up and they think they've got the guy who did it, so I hope they do, because that'll give me some peace of mind. But I think it's fantastic what they've done, and it's given me peace of mind. But yes, that's why I did not upload last week, and I'm sorry for that, but hopefully you can forgive me, and I'm sure no one held it against me for not uploading, and if you did, you're a very nasty person. But what's been happening this week? I've got a week off. I am going to, and other than what I've already said in my ice bucket challenge video thing, I'm going to be donating on Monday when I get paid, because I'm skinning, well not skinning, but I want to make sure we get through the month before I actually donate. And if you haven't seen my ice bucket challenge, I was late on the bandwagon, had no ice, so I drank like a load of ice cream into a bucket and took it out, and then threw that over my head with quite a lot of joy, and I'm worried about how much joy he actually took over dunking my head with ice water. Ah well, it's all for a good cause. If you haven't seen it, there's a link down in the description. I hope you enjoy that, because that's amusing. I'm dressed as a panda, Chaos Panda, etc. And I think I'm coming to the end of the video, so I hope you enjoy this video, and I will catch you on the next one, guys.